Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Shane. Well, after the big C, I've seen more people open up about the topic of insurance, but the subject of insurance itself can be quite tricky or complicated. I've noticed a lot of people started asking, where do you even get started with this? How do I get to know if I do have enough, and what is exactly is like income protection, accident insurance, medical plans that I keep hearing about? And what should I do if I don't have anything or any plans? And what even is the point of insurance? Now, these are all great questions that I thought I would address them, especially for people who are curious about insurance, but they don't know where to start. So let's dive in and start first. The first question is, what is insurance? Now, insurance is actually, to put simply, a way for you to protect yourself or your belongings from unexpected events that could cost you money. You pay a regular amount of money, which in case we call a premium, to an insurance company, either Takaful or conventional insurance. Now, in return, the insurance company promises to help you financially if something bad were to happen. Now, for example, let's say you have life insurance. If there's a diagnosis of illness such as cancer, you may be out of work for a long period of time for recovery. And in cases like this, insurance coverage can come and help you to pay for the cost of the loss of income, since your health may not allow you to work for a long period of time. The idea is that by paying a small amount of premium regularly, you avoid the risk of having to pay a large amount of money all at once if something unexpected happens. Now, insurance companies are itself a business, so they must look after their shareholders or business owners as well. And that's why they have to be a bit careful when who they choose to become as their clients. Because if they just onboard everyone and anyone, the claims may be very high and the premiums that everyone pay may not be enough to pay for the claims. One of the ways insurance companies reduce their risk of exposure is by covering for specific things rather than every little thing, which is called a full range of coverage. Whether that can or could happen to you, this will help them to know what is the scope of coverage and limiting the risk. Now, this can be good to you because you get to choose exactly what kind of coverage you would like to have rather than a coverage which cover every little spectrum that you might not even need at the end. So let's answer it. It sounds good and all. So what should I get then? Now, sadly to say, the answer is that it depends. It really depends on the individual. There are several factors that we have to consider when it comes to what insurance you should get, especially if you have never gotten one before. Let's start. If you're a person who is concerned about lifetime coverage or long-term care, I think a whole life insurance, which will typically cover you until 100 years old, or some plans even cover you all the way until as long as you're alive, may be suitable for you. The great thing about this is that normally it is considered as a participating plan, whole life insurance, meaning if nothing happens to you and you decide to stop the plan, say 10, 20 years down the road, you may get back your premiums plus some interest back as well. Now, if let's say you're a foreigner staying in Brunei for a few years only, maybe a term insurance rather than whole life insurance may be more suitable for you, because usually for term insurance, it is lower in premium than whole life insurance, as they are considered as a non-participating plan, meaning if nothing happens to you, you will not be able to get any cash benefits. But the upside is that usually it's much more affordable. If you're just concerned about accidental injuries, maybe a personal accident plan that covers for accident injuries will be suitable for you. The same goes for illness and medical plans, where they are only designed to cover one very specific aspect of your concern. To answer you, look for a financial advisor that can help you to plan ahead and get to know about your situation. The second question is, how do I know if I have insurance? Isn't one or two enough? Well, like I said before, it really depends, because not all insurance policies are equal. Some may be covering only 10,000, 100,000, or even $1 million. So there are also factors to consider in the case of comprehensiveness of the plan, the duration of the coverage, the premium term of the plan, and sometimes even the currency of the plan will make a difference for you. You can do a simple exercise to calculate how much insurance coverage you will need or want to have. First, you plus all the debts or owings that you have. Calculate the number of years your dependent will need to depend on you and just multiply by your yearly salary. For example, if I owe the bank, let's say 20,000 for a car that I bought, hence my family needs, which is let's say for example 1,500 a month to survive, and I'm responsible for my child till he's 24 years old, which is currently he's 4, I will take 1,500 times it by 12, which is 18,000 per year, times that by 20 years, because I still need to take care of him for the next 20 years, which is 360k. And I still have to add that 20,000 debt that I owe, which makes up of a total 380,000. Now, of course, the figure can get more complicated if we want to even include factors such as inflation, higher cost of education, but this should be able to give you an idea on how to calculate for yourself. Now, hopefully this video will give you a bit of insight into what insurance is. I would love to hear your feedbacks on what I should cover on next. And drop me a message if you have any questions that you would like me to clarify. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.